see between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Off the option, it's Jones.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And some strong running. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Off the option, it's Jones. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. That's complete to Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, Packers.
They'll run on first down. Jones, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He was brought down by Patrick Peterson. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the Vikings' 34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. There he goes, left side. The 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Caught by Cobb. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Complete to Randall Cobb. A gain of 15. First down, Green Bay.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7.
On first down, it's Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action. Now Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Third and goal for Cousins.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Packers 7. Mason Crosby.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Gun. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gun. Hey, no, easy.
Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gun.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
7 makes it 3rd and 2.
A give. This is Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Nwagu now from his end zone.
And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On play action, Cousins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Dancing to his left. That is caught by Thielen. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Rashawn Gary, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers buying time to his left. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Gun.
Play fake. Cousins. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And Lewis has it, the tight end.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They go play action. Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Cousins now. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for 1st downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers now on 1st down.
It's complete. Lazard.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And Lazard's got it again.
Rodgers pass. Complete to Alan Lazard. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Green Bay.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to get it back here.